Welcome to our continuing series of interviews with international business leaders discussing the impact of the coronavirus crisis. The pandemic presents businesses with multiple challenges as employees are forced to work from home and face restrictions on work-related travel. So how does this situation change the legal relationship between employers and employees? How does it affect, for example, the employment framework of the expatriate population? These are just a few examples of the many legal questions raised by these new realities. Today I'm speaking to employment lawyer Guillaume Desmoulin. Guillaume is based in Paris and he's a partner with the law firm Fromont Briens, Littler Global.
The main topic is obviously regarding health and safety. For employer, one of the constraints of this COVID-19 crisis is how to maintain the health and safety of employees, especially when the work is still performed. And the second main issue, I would say, is what can be done when employers are facing a shutdown or a strong decrease of business. What kind of measures can be offered in the country? There are many different situations, I would say. So we can consider the situation of an employee who must keep on working in the premises of the company. And obviously the main concern is, can I still perform my work in good health and safety conditions? There's also a situation of the employee who is compelled to work from home. How can I still perform my work correctly from home? There's also a situation of someone who's just not able to perform his work because he must stay at home in order to take care of his children. And there are, for each of these situations, different solutions that are offered, depending, of course, on the country. We don't have current litigation. Potential one, it happens indeed, especially in companies where some workers are expected to travel a lot, especially for overnight stay. Some employees obviously refuse during this period to travel with overnight stay and say, look, I don't want to sleep at the hotel, I don't want to travel, I don't want to take this plane because I'm exposed to many risks. How do we deal with it? We see obviously some expatriates being in a risky country, let's call it this way, where indeed there's a great fear and a need to be reassured, or even some request to be relocated to the home country. And obviously this raises major concern, including from a legal perspective. Okay, what can be the situation of someone who's having a foreign contract? When he's coming back, what will be his legal status? Would he be again employee from his home country? Do we make an amendment? We also have the situation where someone works in another country, wants to remain employees from this country, but needs to come back just during the limited period of the crisis, especially for family purpose. That's a good question, and actually, I would recommend not to take such decision, on his own, because it raises again many practical and legal issues. Practical issues, obviously, because someone who wants to come back to France need to understand that today, from a practical standpoint, this is not that easy. Secondly, there's a legal issue, and a significant one, which concern what I referred earlier, which is the contractual situation, but also the social protection situation. Quite often, someone who's working outside of France is not registered anymore to the social health system in France, so that when he will come back, he can be back and not be covered. This can be an issue. I would say the two main issues that can be raised by the home office situation is first, I would say, accurate performance of work. How do we make sure that someone who's working from home is performing the same way? From a quantity and quality perspective. The second issue that can be raised is much more important, in my opinion, is the one of regarding working time. Okay, someone who is working from home feels, of course, more free. However, the employers on his side is still bound, to strict regulation regarding working time. What can be done until which limit? When the employee can be online, when he should not be? Is it controlled by the employer? All these kind of questions are very, very important.